What is going on, everyone? It's Mason from Free Folk Fandom, and I'm coming at you with another video. Today we're going to be talking about Dune, right there. Yeah. So I just saw it, and I really loved it, and I just want to share my initial thoughts on it. Because I really loved the movie. It was very good. It was, for the most part, uh, very faithful to the book. There were a few things that they've changed. I didn't like them, but I don't think you would notice if you're just watching the movie. There are some criticisms of it. This isn't going to be a spoiler review, by the way. I'm just going to talk about very basic stuff about it. But yeah, it's shot very beautifully. Like I hate to say that because like everybody's saying it, but it is so true. Like when you go and experience it in IMAX, that's what I did, and it was so amazing. It looks beautiful. There's a lot of like slow-mo shots, um, but they work in the movie. Like it makes it feel better. I but like it's not like in the Snyder Cut where it's like all the time. Don't get me wrong, Snyder Cut's really good, but there are a lot of slow motion in Zack Snyder's Justice League. But getting back to Dune, yeah, it's shot very beautifully. The cast is like perfect. They're all phenomenal actors. Uh, you know, Timothy Chalamet as Paul. That was a very good pick. He like emotes the character very well. Because there's a lot of like, I don't know, like internal stuff happening to him throughout the movie, and he's like expresses it very well. Zendaya, she's not in it very long. Um, she's in like some, I don't know, she's in a few scenes. I don't want to get too spoilery. But she doesn't play the same character in this one that she does in most others, and the parts that are kind of similar to like her in Spider-Man, they make a lot more sense in this setting because she is part of the Fremen, and they have this like very hard and rigid like culture. But yeah, I saw it twice, and on the second time I found her a little more annoying. But the first time I didn't feel like anything at all towards her. Uh, she has a few lines at the very end. It's kind of like, like I guess. But if this were like any other movie and you said that, I would not like that. Like it wouldn't flow with me. It wouldn't be I wouldn't let that go. Yeah, I wish I don't know. So Oscar Isaac as Leto Atreides. He's so phenomenally good in this. It really shows you like how bad of a script Star Wars had to give him to make him seem like that. Like before Star Wars, I had never seen Oscar Isaac like act in anything, and then after I saw him there, I saw him in some of his other movies, and he's a really good actor. He's a phenomenal actor, and he pulls off Leto Atreides perfectly. I just wish we got more of him. He's in like first 30 minutes, first hour or so, and then he goes off and does his own thing. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that they cut from the book to make it like simpler, and it works in the movie, but knowing that it exists, because I sped read through the book. Like I listened to it on an audiobook over like 2 or 3 days, and I finished it. So with my like delicate knowledge of the book, I still saw a lot of the things that they cut. I'm not a big fan that they race and gender swapped Pardet Kynes. I think that's how you say his name. He's the planetologist for Arrakis. I don't know. I don't understand why they would race and gender swap him. Uh, but I'd noticed that. But they didn't make. I'm forgetting the actress's name. She wasn't like overwhelmingly like an SJW or anything. Uh, there is the like the Bene Gesserit are all the female witches, and they could have turned that into like an SJW, like yeah, women rule the world or whatever, but they didn't. They have the Bene Gesserit have that power, but they're not infallible. They're not perfect people. They have a lot of mistakes made, and I think that really works in this world. It was written in like '68, I believe, something like that, and it works because there are powerful females, but they're human characters. I there's not one person that in this movie that is like perfect. Like House Atreides is the most honorable of the houses. They dedicate themselves to their principles, but they're not infallible. They've made mistakes in the past. I don't think it's brought up in the movie, but in like the Dune lore, they come from a house that like their ancestor made some mistake. I'm forgetting what it was, but it caused this split between the Harkonnens and the Atreides, and that's kind of why they have this feud. And then they dedicated themselves to like their principles of honor and duty, and that's why they go to Arrakis, because the Emperor's asking them to. And then you hear Oscar Isaac's Duke Leto Atreides say this really cool speech in the beginning. He's like, "There is no call we don't answer. We are honor bound to this." And then he signs the thing. But yeah, it's not like an idealized person. There's no one person that's better than the other. Like House Harkonnen, they're evil, but they're not just brutal. They're not just doing what they're doing because it's the evil thing to do. They have actual motivations. Like even through this movie, you can see how Dune influenced like Star Wars and A Song of Ice and Fire even, and like so many more. You can almost see how like the Star Wars movies might have influenced this in the way that they're showing stuff, like the like all the ships and stuff, and the way that they're like taking off, and it just the like atmosphere of it just seems like they might have taken that from the movies. But yeah, this movie scratched like a nerd itch that I did not know I had, and I can't wait to explore this more. I wish that they had greenlit the sequel before they'd done this. It would be doing a lot better, because I was talking with some of my friends, and like that was their main concern, was like it kind of just ends. It's like in Fellowship of the Ring, kind of, where the first book's over, but this journey is still beginning, and I need some assurance that it's gonna get finished, But yeah, I love the movie. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Please leave a comment down below, like, share, subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.